You got 100% claps on that one, Corey.
Well, they're clapping for the Lord.
I wonder, are they clapping because they liked it or because it finally ended?
Because it's over. Well, either way, I'll take it.
That's Corey Nelson right there. She does a great job.
My coffee's done got cold.
Oh, that's, bless your heart, terrible.
It's a shame.
It's a terrible thing, yeah. Coffee. Corey, this is Coffee Corey right here.
Coffee.
She's always got coffee.
Sorry, Corey.
And when she doesn't have coffee, we worry about her. Oh, no. But no, Corey is from northern Minnesota, don't you know? Are you from Minnesota? North Dakota. Oh.
Both my sisters live in North Dakota now.
Well, Corey used to, one time I said, Corey, now you lived in Fargo for a while, right? And she said, no. And I said, okay, hold on. You existed in Fargo for a little while, didn't you?
I sure did.
How long were you there?
About a year.
And that's where your sister lives?
Yes, both my sisters live there, actually.
Oh, is that Fargo?
Fargo.
Oh, geez.
Well, now.
Don't try, no.
Yeah, well.
Listen,
that's true.
we can get Corey worked up sometimes. Well, she does a good enough job on her own.
I get myself
When
worked
she
up.
gets a little bit frazzled, you'll hear that old Minnesota coming out, and she's like, oh, no, oh, geez, oh, golly, oh. Oofta. You'll hear.
Now, that's just an exaggeration.
Is it, though?
Well, he's not wrong, but...
You were at home the other day. She said that she was back home, and no, you were in Fargo, right?
I was in Fargo.
Last week. Was it last week? Yeah. And she, tell the story, and I love this. It's like her, she's so wholesome, has that whole Minnesota wholesome vibe, man.
My niece is 12, and she's quite the athlete. She's a competitive swimmer and a competitive dancer. So she's very serious about it. She has a pull-up bar in her room. Well, really going into her room, in the doorway. It goes across the doorway. And anyway, so I was using her bedroom when I was there. I was sleeping in her bedroom. She let me use it. And I got up in the middle of the night to go powder my nose. And I just, like, ran. I mean, this thing was level, like, right here on the bridge of my nose. Just bam! Like, it took me out.
And what'd you say?
I think I said something like, oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
And for some reason, my mom was still up because she doesn't really sleep. And she was coming through the hallway, and she goes, I'm very impressed that nothing else came out of your mouth because that's happened to me a time or two.
Oh, jeez. Oh. She knocked herself out, and she's like, oh, jeez. Oh, God. What's that song? Oh, God. Oh, golly
oh,
gee.
By gosh,
By golly. Yeah, see, I don't know. It's funny. That's Corey, though.
Even when I went to Norway, all the kids made fun of me for my slang. At that time, I was using the term jeepers a lot, and they were like, oh, jeepers. They were making fun of me in Norway, of all things.
In Norway. Can you imagine being bullied by a bunch of Norwegian kids? That's pitiful.
They were all kind of goth and stuff, though, at the time.
Norwegian goth. See, I told you that Norwegian, that scene's big over there. Let's do an American country goth song by Merle Haggard.
Yeah, about rots and disease.
Well, we've talked about rambling. We're going to talk about rambling here. This one is a fascinating song because we're talking about Norwegian heavy metal and some of its topics. This song would actually almost fit in there with when you mention words like disease and rot and fever and ramble. And it's only Merle Haggard could get away with that. Here's some Ramblin' Fever.
Here we go, Bill.
Come on, hey.
Oh,
Sing or dance.
Jeepers creepers. Where'd you get those features? Hat don't hang on the same nail too long. My ears can't stand to hear that same old song. I don't leave a highway long enough to bother sure told you wrong. I've had rambling fever all along. Rambling fever, kind that can be measured by degrees. Rambling fever, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. There's times I'd like to bed down on a sofa, let some pretty lady rub my back, and spend the early morning drinking coffee, talking about when I'll be coming back. Yeah, I don't let no woman tie me down, and I never get too old to get around. Now I'm gonna die along the highway and rot away like some old highline pole. Rest this rambling fever in my soul. Rambling fever, kind that can be measured by degrees. Rambling fever, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Well, let's treat the symptoms. Rambling fever, kind that can be measured by degrees. Rambling fever, honey, well, there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Said there ain't no kind of cure for my disease. Thank you. The mighty Merle Haggard. Thank you. All right. Our friend Steve is tuned in up at the Horse and Around Bar. And we've also got Buffalo, Minnesota Steve tuned in.
Oh,
The Steves are tuned in. So we got 2 more Merle Haggard songs by request. We got some Swinging Doors and some Big City.
Better start the
Fiddle
head
player
drum.
sucks,
Well,
man. All right.
just stop the band. Stop the press.
All right, we got friends. Well, they're at least people we know. But now they tune in all over the world, man. We got people that tune in from all the M's, you know, Minnesota and Massachusetts and Michigan and Missouri and Mississippi, Maryland, Memphis. We got people tuning all the M's and Mongolia. Thank you guys. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Mongolia tunes in. We have some folks that come in here from Mongolia, and they came in and they were like, "We watch you," and I'm like, that freaks me out a little bit. I got a message the other day from another person in Australia, and they're like, "Can you please send me your schedule, because I have to, find, because it's really hard for me to see you live. So if I can find it on the AJ's page, like your shows." And I was like, "Really?" Like, what's wrong with you people? But I'm grateful to have folks that tune in from everywhere. This one goes out to our friends up at the Horse and Around Bar. They want some Swinging Doors, another Merle Haggard tune. In the key of Urogeny. Swinging Doors. It's all smoke-filled bar, something I gave up my home to see you satisfied. I just called to let you know where I'll be living. It's not much, but I feel welcome here inside. And I've got swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool. My new home has a flashing neon sign. Stop by and see me anytime you want to, 'cause I'm always here at home till closing time. I've got everything I need to drive me crazy. I've got everything it takes to lose my mind. And in here the atmosphere is perfect for heartache. And thanks to you I'm always here till closing time. And I've got swinging doors, a jukebox, and a bar stool. My new home has a flashing neon sign. Stop by and see me anytime you want to, 'cause I'm always here at home till closing time. Yes, I'm always here at home till closing time. Thank you. That's Merle Haggard Country Music by Request. That one went out to our friend Steve up in at the Horse and Around Bar in Michigan. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but you know, Jake just came in a little while ago from Idaho, and he watches us in Idaho.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and now he's here seeing it in person. He said he had to come to the Bill Cook experience.
Good to see you, brother.
I don't know, man. They might just come see me because you're with me, Bill.
Oh, well, no, I don't think that. I just think the mystery of Russell Brown has to be seen in person.
Listen, I'm trying to figure it out too. But good to see you, Jake. Thanks for coming in. We had a little ramble. We had a mini ramble last night. Good to see you. It's all about the hang, I've been told.
I've heard that.
Yes. But good to see you. We've got our friend Buffalo, Minnesota, Steve, tuned in from Buffalo, Minnesota, wanting some big city. Now, I had no idea Buffalo, Minnesota was a real place, but you say it is.
It's a thing.
It sounds
is.
made up.
It does.
I've been there, so I can confirm
You have been there.
I have.
Okay. She's from very far north in Minnesota, don't you know?
Far.
She's from the Northwoods.
Super Minnesota.
That's what I call it, Super Minnesota. It's like, it's as close to Canada as I'm allowed to get. They won't let me, I'm not allowed in Canada.
Can't go over, can you?
No, I can't.
Well,
They say, if I'm driving up the road right there and they start seeing me coming, they just go ahead and say,
Back
just
away.
turn it around.
when I used to
Turn
go up
around.
there for violin lessons, they would just wave me by. They would just say, "Oh, you going to fiddle lessons?" They kind of mime it. But then when I was, they're like, "Oh, you going to play?" They just waved me on through. But then when I was coming back into the States, a different story. Then they wanted to check my fiddle case, make sure I didn't have drugs in it and whatnot.
Well, did you?
Well,
Here's some more Merle Haggard going out to Buffalo, Minnesota, Steve. This is one that still traumatizes Corey. This fiddle player sucks, man.
not wrong.
Well, we're going to tell y'all the story in just a second.
She made up.
No, we're not going to tell that story. We're going to quit
Hold
telling
off
that
on that
story
story.
for a little while. You know, we need to stop telling that story. But just say that somebody gave her a really hard time over this song we're about to play one time.
Well, maybe it's what I needed.
Maybe so.
Kick in the pants that I needed, if you will. I rarely wear pants, but I am today, so.
What? I'm tired of this dirty old city. Entirely too much work and never enough play. And I'm tired of these dirty old sidewalks. I think I'll walk off my steady job today. Turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got coming to me, and keep your retirement and your so-called Social Security. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. I've been working every day since I was 20. I haven't got a thing to show, anything I've done. Well, there's folks who never work and they've got plenty. Now I think it's time guys like me, we had some fun. So turn me loose, set me free, somewhere in the middle of Montana. Give me all I've got coming to me, and keep your retirement and your so-called Social Security. Big city, turn me loose and set me free. I say big city, turn me loose and set me free. We got three claps and a woo and two woos on that.
Not bad, not bad.
I'll allow it. Thank you. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, it was a weird little thing. I don't know if it was
Mine, but it sounded like it was either.
probably mine. So I don't know. Check 1, 2.
Welcome into AJ's Good Time
Hey,
Bar.
hey.
We
Check
are,
1, 2.
yeah, thank you. We are, this is Kari Nelson and the Jeepers today.
Or the creepers.
Oh, or,
And that's not.
what are you trying to say
No,
about it?
it's just feel like that might fit better, but maybe not.
Why? What are you trying to say? We're the creepers?
No.
I mean, that's way worse than calling yours like Merle Haggard's band with the Strangers. That's fine, but calling somebody a creeper, that's just it's not really a good band name. Maybe for punk rock.
Yeah, maybe. Creeps.
That's Kari Nelson right there. She's got a fiddle and a bad attitude and a hot mic. She's gonna do a song for you. Why not me?
Better?
All right. We're getting warmed up, Bill. We're going to go for it.
Let's go for it all the way, man.
Wow, that's there's like a little high-end thing there.
What does that sound? Are you snake calling again? She's a professional snake caller back home.
It's got.
It's hard to call snakes in Minnesota, but
We don't really have any snakes. Maybe garter snakes or something. No, I never saw any, thankfully. Not a big
you've
fan.
never seen a snake?
I mean, I've seen a snake. Not in the wild, though.
Really?
Like in the zoo.
Damn. How do you really feel? Yeah, how do you really feel?
Wait, what happened?
She said, she goes, you said, I've never seen a snake, not in a while. And she said, you're looking at one, talking
my.
about me. It's a good joke. I thought it was a great joke. I was actually going to do that joke, but you beat me to it, didn't you?
It's well placed. You got the snakeskin boots on today.
I know, man. Yeah, well, here's one about just being pitiful, and just telling somebody to settle for you.
Yeah, it's a little desperate, honestly.
It's like, Bill, if imagine like if you were going to be a musician and
Right.
you were going to tour and you're going to do all these great things and then somebody in your hometown that you've been trying to get out of your whole life, they're like, why do you want to go do all that awesome stuff? Why don't you just stay here with me?
Yes, right here.
Yeah, just
Hang
stay
out.
right here in your old hometown and never do anything. Don't
Gotta-
go be awesome.
That's why I left, I guess.
That's what this song's about, though.
It is. You've been looking for love all around the world. Baby, don't you know that this country girl's still free? Why not me? Will you finally come down to your own hometown? Your Kentucky girl's been waiting patiently. Oh, baby, why not me? Why not me on a rainy day? Why not me love your cares away? Why not me? Why not me when the nights are cold? Why not me when you're growing old? Why not me? You've been searching from here to Singapore. Ain't it time that you noticed the girl next door, baby? Why not me? Hello. You had to see if the world is round. It's time that you learn how good settling down could be. Oh, baby, why not me? Why not me on a rainy day? Why not me love your cares away? Why not me? Why not me when the nights are cold? Why not me when you're growing old? Why not me? You've been looking for love all around the world. Baby, don't you know that your country girl's still free? Oh, baby, why not me? Why not me? Oh, baby, why not me? La, 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 la. Oh, baby, why not me? La 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 la. Oh, baby, why not me? Oh, baby, why not me? You know, it's funny that she chose Singapore because did you know that public displays of affection are illegal in Singapore? So it's kind of weird that that's where he would go to look for love, you know. I'm just saying. Also,
I did not know that about Singapore. And I don't
chewing
know how
gum.
you know it. That's
because I've
odd.
been to Singapore, but chewing gum is also illegal there. In fact, they confiscate it in the airport if you have any in your purse or anything.
Well, I bet they don't have a problem with chewing gum stuck on the bottom of people's shoe or
Exactly.
bottom of
It's,
bars.
it's the cleanest city I've ever been to.
Hey,
I'll tell you what, we
remind me not to go there.
years ago when I was on the road, we did an Australian and European tour, and we had a couple hours stop in Singapore at that airport. And the road manager was telling us when we got off the plane, like, don't do anything. Just sit in the airport. They will arrest you for just about anything.
Everything, yeah, like public displays of affection is one of the things that.
Don't leave the airport and come back. Just stay here.
And I went into a store, and you can't buy chewing gum anywhere. You can buy cigarettes, although there's signs everywhere with like rotting lungs, like pictures of rotting lungs.
That sounds like a Merle Haggard song. Hey,
They
listen.
give like life sentences to drug smugglers
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I think it's, well, remind me not to go to Singapore, Bill.
I'm just saying it's a weird place to go searching for love.
Well, looking for love in all the wrong places. There's that. Hey, looky here now. We just had a honky-tonk miracle take place. Did you see that?
I saw.
Oh, that's Jake. That's a honky-tonk hero. Look at this beautiful thing. And then as he comes, Jake knows he has to get us started in the morning. We only have like 5 minutes left, so he had to, before we lose the opportunity. And then this young man walks up and shows me this thing. It says, "Remember, you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning." That's true. It's like that, sir. That is one of our mantras here, is it not, Jason?
Well, these folks that are here already, you deserve congratulations for being in a bar and drinking before noon.
You have
Good job.
potential. You have potential to say you drink all damn day. So thank you. Let's all have a drink together. If you got a drink, raise your drinks. If you can't raise your drinks, just go back home and raise your kids instead. On the count of three, everybody holler, yeehaw, there'd Swaller. 1, 2, 3, holler. And swallow, cheers. Yeah.
I know it's rude to order drinks from stage, but would I possibly be able to get a coffee, please?
Oh, Erica's not going to listen to you.
Well, no. Well, I have a cup, but I'll just pour it in there because I'll warm it up. It's I have a thing going.
I don't know who's more wholesome,
It's my mixed drinks.
Kari or Bill Cook. I am surrounded by way too much wholesomeness. Like she's like, I know it's improper to order a drink from the stage. Please forgive me in advance.
Hey, pour me up.
Thank you, Jake.
Give me a shot.
Yeah. Whereas I see people all the time just we don't do that. We don't order from the stage. That's Erica back there. She does a great job, and she's here pretty much every Sunday and tolerates my nonsense, and I'm always grateful for that. So make sure you're taking care of her. Now, where are you guys from right here? Cincinnati. Welcome to Nashville. I like Cincinnati. Where are you from? San Diego. Yeah.
Ooh, I love San Diego.
I love Texas. It's one of my favorite. Well, you should, because all the cool people are moving from California. They're coming here.
But why would you move from San Diego? It's amazing. Yeah.
And listen, she's probably tired of living in a communist country.
Well, I
welcome
really
in.
enjoyed my time in San Diego.
Well, yeah. But thank you. She just tipped the band. Do you have a song request? Oh. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, Bill, you like that, don't you?
Yes. He
See
just
there?
said nobody ever comes to
That's
see
the
me.
true story right there.
She
What
came
is-
to see me.
Another bar sent him here. Like, you need to go see this hillbilly. And yeah, and she probably thinks I'm Bill Cook.
No. She
No.
knows who you are. She knows who you are, brother. And look at her. You dressed all for her today and all
Oh,
black.
God, Bill. Don't you bring it down a notch before I start blushing up here.
Turn it
Yeah.
up.
I'm gonna get in. I'm about to. You're in for it now, son. Listen to me. This young lady did tip the band, and thank you very much. Thank you. You're awesome. And she said, play your favorite. Well, my favorite's Waylon Jennings, and I think we should do a Waylon song together. What do you think?
That would be fun.
Yeah, anybody else like Waylon Jennings out there? All right, we're gonna do one. Kari likes to brag about herself in this song, and we got some Roseanne Cash coming up after this. By request, yeah.
I didn't know they actually had those bells on them.
a long time forgotten. The dreams, they just fell by the way. Good life he promised ain't what she's living today.
Nope.
But she never complains of the bad times or the bad things he's done, Lord. I mean, sometimes complain.
No, I never complain.
She just talks about the good times they've had and all the good times to come. And she's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. And she loves him in spite of those ways she don't understand. And through teardrops and laughter they'll pass through this world hand in hand. Good-hearted woman, loving that good-timing man. Listen to me.
He likes the bright lights, the nightlife knows good timing friends. Yes, he does. And when the party's all over, I'll welcome him back home again.
One way or another.
Well, I don't understand him, but I'll do the best that I can.
Will you though?
I will, 'cause I'm a good-hearted woman in love with a good timing man.
She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. And she loves me in spite of my wicked ways that she don't understand. And through teardrops and laughter we'll pass through this world hand in hand. This good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. Thank you. Kari Nelson on that one, classing me up. Now, Kari's about to do a song. We had a big old request for this one from Buffalo, Minnesota Steve. This is another one of my favorite songs. And I've just always thought it was written very well. And it's by Roseanne Cash. The thing is you know, everybody knows Johnny Cash. And, of course, Roseanne is his daughter. Jason, you told me the other day that Roseanne Cash had more number ones than Johnny.
That was a bit of a surprise. I would have never guessed that, but yeah, I was on, I don't remember what website, but was looking at the all-time leaders for the certified Billboard country singles charts, or hot country, however they categorize it. Of course, George Strait's pretty far out ahead of most folks. He's I think he had 44 official. They claim 60, but you know, a lot of artists, they kind of manipulate the numbers depending on the chart. But 44 official number ones, according to Billboard, was George Strait. And then right after George was Conway Twitty, Ronnie Milsap, Merle Haggard. I think they were the next 3 or 4. But yeah, on down the list, I saw just ahead of her father was Roseanne Cash. She actually had more number ones on the radio than Johnny did, which wouldn't have expected that.
That does surprise me. All right. Kari Nelson's going to do this one. Thank you for this request. Probably so. All right, here's some 7-Year Ache by request.
You act like you were just born tonight, face down in the memory, but feeling alright. So who does your past belong to today, baby? You don't say nothing when you're feeling this way. Girls in the bars thinking, who is this guy? But they don't think nothing when they're telling you lies. You look so careless when you're shooting that bull, don't you know boulevard's empty, why don't you come around? Baby, what is so great about sleeping downtown? There's plenty of dives to please someone you're not. Just say you're looking for something you might have forgot. Don't bother calling to say you're leaving alone, 'cause there's a fool on every corner when you're trying to get home. Just tell them you're trying to cure a 7-year ache. See what else your own heart can take. Boys say, when is he gonna give us some room? Girls say, God, I hope he comes back soon. Tell me you're trying to cure a 7-year ache. See what else your own heart can take. Boys say, when is he gonna give us some room? Girls say, God, I hope he comes back soon.
It's a great song. Kari Nelson on that one. I love that tune. All right. Before we get ahead of ourselves anymore, I think we should go over our request policy. Because we've been doing request, pardon me? I just didn't hear what you said. I'm not getting ahead in life. That's what my mother says about me. Listen, so our request policy is very simple. There's multiple ways of doing it. Number one way to get your song played here at AJ's Good Time Bar today is to tip the band right there. So that's our lonely little tip jug. Look at that thing. It's pitiful. It's nearly empty. But so am I, so it's fine. The thing is, that's how we make an almost honest living. Tip the band, we'll get to your song. The $20 bill goes to the tip top of the set list. We don't beg you for money. We know that you work hard for your money, so we are grateful when you do support live music. Second way to get your song played, scan the QR code out there. Scan it. You'll see it on the TV screens, on your tabletops, your bar tops. Scan that with your phone. Request your favorite song from the comfort of your bar stool. Oh, gosh. Oh, no.
She's coming to complain.
What's that? Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Y'all are about to be drunk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. We got them. We got them. Yep. Yes, sir. That's a great request, and I'm glad you asked for by Chris. That's awesome. So you can also scan your QR codes out there. It's a very good way of doing it. Jason, tell them about the third way of doing things, like our friend Jake back there. Jake has, he's already bought the band some drinks. That means he's got credits in the jukebox.
He does. The third way, like we just said, is bring the band a round of drinks. Very simple. We don't want you to have to drink by yourselves. Bring us around. We'll drink with you, play your favorite song. It's a win-win.
That's right. We got a big old request just now for some Dierks Bentley and then some Chris Christopherson, so keep those requests coming. I always run out of air on this song, Bill.
Take a deep breath.
Well, because if you don't know, like, when you're singing songs with a lot of words in them, if it's not a song you do often, you know, your breathing's going to get a little bit off. But this is a great request from our friends from Idaho. Wanted to hear this one. Some Dierks Bentley, Drunk on a Plane. She said, I'm about to get on a plane today. I said, so this is going to be, I hope it's a happier scenario than this song.
I mean, he sounds pretty happy.
Yeah, but he's like feeling sorry for himself.
Well, he's in denial.
I love that we psychoanalyze everybody. Everybody.
It says it's explicit. Oh.
I took 2 weeks vacation for the honeymoon. A cup couple tickets, all inclusive down in Cancun. And I couldn't get my money back, so I'm in seat 7A. And I'm getting drunk on a plane. I bet the fella in the aisle thought I was crazy, 'cause I taped your picture to the seat back right beside me. Now I've got empty mini bottles filling both our trays. I'm getting drunk on a plane, buying drinks for everybody but the pilot. It's a Barney 737, rocking like a G6. It's a something sexy, meaning pouring coke and whiskey. Told her about my condition, got a little mile high flight attention. It's Mardi Gras up in the clouds, and I'm up so high I may never come down. I'll try anything to drown out the pain. They all know why I'm getting drunk on a plane. We had this date marked on the calendar forever. We take that new red limo airport ride together. Now I feel like a plastic room along there at the top of the cave. So hey, I'm getting drunk on a plane, buying drinks for everybody. But the pilot, it's a party. Got the 737, rocking like a G6. It's something sexy, leaning, pouring coke and whiskey. Told her about my condition, got a mile high flight attention. It's Mardi Gras up in the clouds, and I'm up so high I may never come down. And I'll try anything to drown out the pain. They all know why I'm getting drunk on a plane. On my way home, I bumped the seat right up to first class. Drink that cheap champagne out of a real glass. When we land, I'll call her up and tell her kiss my hand. Yeah. 'Cause hey, I'm getting drunk on a plane, buying drinks for everybody. Pilot, it's a party. Got the 737, rocking like a G6. It's something sexy, leaning, pouring coke and whiskey. Told her about my condition, got a little mile high flight attention. It's Mardi Gras up in the clouds, and I'm up so high I may never come down. Now try anything to drown out the pain. They all know why I'm getting drunk on a plane. Getting drunk on a plane. I might be passed out in the baggage claim. Hey, Bill, we're getting drunk on the stage. Thank you. Dirk Bentley by request. Erica knows what we drink. Oh.
She knows.
That's Heather, right? Heather's from San Diego, and she is going to make sure we make some bad decisions today. How long are you in town, Heather? Oh, God, there's plenty of time for you to do a lot of damage then. Lord.
We just admitted over the microphone that the bartender knows what we drink. Is that bad?
Yeah. Well, I think it makes it easier if you just go ahead and say, listen, we this band we drink a lot. And bartenders have gotten on to us before, but we think it's a good thing that they know what we drink.
That means it's a good bartender. That's right.
She's a great bartender, but you don't understand. All the bartenders here are great. They are. But there's another place we work.
Oh yeah, we actually got called a terrible name one time. Across the street, much trashier place than this. This is a classy
very
joint.
trashy place we were playing. And we were playing, and I took a little break, and I was going up to the bar. I was going to get somebody in the band to drink, probably myself. Anyway, she looks at me and she goes, "You have a band full of alcoholics." And I thought to myself, oh, don't say that out loud, because if Jason Chance hears you say that.
I heard her say it.
And then I turned around.
I was very hurt.
He was triggered indeed.
I was triggered. I needed an emotional support animal.
Tell him
after
why that hurt your feelings so much.
Listen, the truth about it, we don't want that rumor floating around.
No.
We are not alcoholics.
Hell no.
That's an ugly word. We're just old-fashioned drunks.
That's right. The kind you grew up with, the kind you can trust.
We don't go to those damn meetings.
Hell no, we don't. Well, they don't let you drink in those meetings, first off, Jason.
That's why we don't go.
Plus, I'm too busy drinking to go to a meeting. Well, listen.
In fact, drink sponsor to us means a totally different thing.
You know, there's sponsors in those meetings, and there's sponsors in the honky tonks. We just had a sponsor right there. Heather, thank you very much. Heather from San Diego got us a round of drinks. Jason, won't you lead the charge on this one for me?
All right, y'all, this is actually Tennessee state law. Russell Brown here and I, we're both native Tennesseans, and we don't want to be outlaws. Well, maybe we want to be sometimes.
I like to look like one.
Tennessee state law is anytime somebody brings a band a round of drinks, we must all drink together and do a holler and a swaller. So raise your drinks up high. Let's see what you got, folks. I know there ain't that many of us, but we're going to blow the roof off this place with a holler. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, holler.
Holler!
Now swaller, cheers.
Bill, you better buckle up today, son.
Here we go. Full ride.
All right, so listen to me. This is actually legit. A young man came down Broadway, and he came down here to meet a lot of friends. He had just had to make a decision if he was going to get out of the Army or if he was going to pursue a career in music. And he came to Nashville. And he had an opportunity to be a professor at West Point, which is what he was
Rhodes
about
Scholar.
to become. Yep, he was
And a helicopter pilot.
He was going
Brilliant
to become,
guy.
and he had an opportunity to remain in the Army and become a professor at West Point, a very prestigious university, or come to Nashville and potentially starve and disappoint his family. Yeah. And they were very disappointed in him because he chose to come to Nashville. And he come down here and he met some folks in the Purple Place and all that.
Was it you guys that asked for Sunday morning coming down?
Some man right here from Cincinnati.
You know the story behind this particular song about that the young man that wrote this song apparently got very high on cocaine, and he got in a helicopter and flew the helicopter and landed it on Johnny Cash's front yard and got out of the helicopter. And the story goes, it's become a bit of a legend here. We don't know exactly what's true, but the gist of it we do. The rest of it's probably been embellished through the years. But supposedly, Johnny came out his front door, and this young fella gets out, and he's yelling, "I've got a song I want you to record. This is the only way I knew I could get it to you." And Johnny was like, "Well, you landed a helicopter in my front yard. You might as well go ahead and play it for me." And, of course, he plays in the song, and Johnny said, "I like that song. I'll tell you what, true story, I'm going to record it." And back when that was happening, Johnny used to have a TV show they filmed here at the Ryman on Friday nights. It was on ABC. It's like a live, good time family variety hour with lots of musical guests and stuff like that. And the producers came to Johnny. He said he was going to go out on his show on live TV and debut this song. It was going to be the first performance of it with his band. And the producers said, "Johnny, we love this song, but this is a family show. Could you please leave out this one line that has to do with being stoned?" Well, Johnny had probably eaten a bottle of pills that day already, so he just kind of nodded and went out on the stage. And, of course, he sang it exactly the way it had been written. He left in that line. And then we got to the line about being stoned. He pointed up into the rafters there at the Ryman, and there was a young Chris Christopherson. That's the guy that had written the song. Of course, Chris would go on to become one of the greatest, if not the greatest, songwriters of all time. He's certainly in the conversation. But, hey, on that note, I love that story you told me recently about your buddy that went over there.
Yeah, our buddy David Graham that plays with a popular band down here called the Eskimo Brothers. He's a great dude, great musician. He was playing when he first got to town, and he was telling me the story the other day. He had just gotten to town. He was playing one of those slow wintertime gigs, and he said that he saw somebody walk by and tip him. He was playing a solo gig, and he said that wasn't money. I don't know what it is. And we get a lot of random things thrown in the tip jug. We get a lot of business cards.
Yeah, we got that weird Polaroid last night.
Yeah, we get a weird Polaroids. We get.
We got a hat.
I had somebody tipped me a honey bun one time. No lie. Like you just never know what to. Some people just throw what they can.
I wouldn't hate that.
Yeah, I know. I mean that was fine, and yeah. And then, but he was like, "I don't know what that is, but, you know, there's no telling." And at the end of his show, he looked through his tip jug, and it was tickets to see Chris Christopherson that night at the Ryman Auditorium. So somebody that's what their tip was. That's a great tip. And that's a very Nashville thing to have happen. Like somebody will just give you something awesome in a tip jar. You never know what, But he said he went over to the Ryman to see Chris, and Chris was doing his show. And he stopped the show at one point, and he just wanted to let everybody know that story was true, that when Johnny Cash pointed at him in the rafters. And so Chris remembered the exact seat he was in that night, and he had them put a spotlight on that seat. And Chris was able to point to that seat from the Ryman stage, which was a really cool thing. And David's like, man, can you imagine like that, being able to have that story just because somebody put that story in my tip jar?
That's an epic moment of life right there.
Yeah, we love
Well,
it.
anyway, without further ado, here's Sunday Morning coming down. I woke up Sunday morning with no way to hold my head that didn't hurt. And the beer I had for breakfast wasn't bad, so I had one more for dessert. So I fumbled through my closet for my clothes and found my cleanest dirty shirt. Washed my face and combed my hair, headed down the stairs to meet the day. I'd smoked my brain the night before on cigarettes and songs that I'd been picking. And I lit my first and watched a small kid pissing out a can that he was kicking. The empty street and caught the Sunday smell of someone fried chicken. And it took me back to something that I'd lost somewhere somehow along the way. On a Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. There's something in a Sunday makes a body feel alone. And there's nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound of those sleeping city sidewalks Sunday morning coming down. In the park I saw a daddy with a laughing little girl that he was swinging. Then I stopped beside a Sunday school and listened to the song that they were singing. Then I headed back for home. Somewhere far away a lonely bell was ringing. Through the canyons of the disappearing dreams of yesterday. On a Sunday morning sidewalk, wishing, Lord, that I was stoned. Because there's something in a Sunday makes the body feel alone. There's nothing short of dying half as lonesome as the sound of that sleeping city sidewalk Sunday morning coming down. Of that sleeping city sidewalk Sunday morning coming down. The late great Johnny Cash, y'all. What a song.
Jason Chance on that one. What do y'all think about Jason and the rest of this band up here? Make some noise for these guys.
You know, every time we get a request for that song, I always think about this. When is Florida Georgia Line or Kane Brown or Cole Swindell or any of those guys, Jason Aldean, when are they going to write a song like that?
I'm sure they got it. Yes, sir.
We're holding out hope, but that's never going to happen.
Well, Cole Swindell did remake a Jody Messina song, so he's really on his way.
All right, young man just walked up here, slam dunk, shack attack, a $20 bill and a tip jug, and you know what he wanted? At first, I just thought he was trying to tell me his plan for the rest of the day, Bill. He just said, I think I'll just stay here and drink. And I said, me too. Hell,
Jeez.
that's the best thing what else are you going to do, go to the library?
I used to visit the library downtown all the time.
I know, that's why I looked at you.
It's a relaxing place.
People were like, I'm going to the bar. And she's like, I'm going to the library. And it's like, God, you might as well just tell me you're going to church and you'll be praying for me.
Well, you can bring a book anywhere you go.
My mom used to do that. I'd be going out with my friends. Like, I'd be in college and I'd be back home, like, visiting, you know, and I'd be going out with some of my buddies. And the last thing she'd say, my dad was always super cool about it. He'd just say, son, be sensible, right? I've always loved that. That's just like the best advice. My mother would say, I'll be praying for you. I'm like, oh, God.
It's always a
Oh,
little
jeez.
passive-aggressive there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, my mom's probably watching right now, and she knows it's true. Dad'd be sitting there, be sensible, and then I'll be praying for you. That's it.
That's a mom's job.
That's a mom's job, man, I tell you. She did a lot of praying. Some of it worked, I think.
I'm gonna try.
We got a request for some Merle Haggard. It goes like this, and stay here and drink. Could be holding you tonight. Quit doing wrong, start doing right. Yeah, but you don't care about what I think. Yeah, I think I'll just stay here and drink. Well, I'm putting you down on squaring with you. At least you know the way I feel. Hey, take all the money that's in the bank. Think I'll just stay here and drink. So we'll listen close and you can hear a little jukebox playing in my ear. Ain't a woman ever gonna change the way I think. And I think I'll just stay here and drink. Let's kick it around for a minute. Great tune, great request. Thank you so much for that. Buffalo, Minnesota Steve is tuned in online, and he's requested a song by Billy Joe Shaver. It's our first song of the day about a train. I've been to Georgia on a fast train, honey. Bill?
What's that? What's up?
How you doing, Bill Cook?
I'm doing good. I'm having a good time
Listen,
today.
somebody was asking me about the pretty person on stage, and I was like, stay out of the way, Corey. Right here is Bill Cook.
I believe you're mistaken. It's Corey over there.
Well, Bill, everybody else seems to think you're quite a handsome man, and people are always intrigued about Bill Cook. They'll say, tell me more about that guy. And, well, I love to talk about Bill Cook. But, Bill, did you ever meet Billy Joe Shaver?
I never did, no.
You never did. He didn't sing you happy birthday or anything. Okay.
No.
Well, Bill Cook has played with a lot of legends. I just didn't know if you were holding back a Billy Joe Shaver song. Or a
Bill's
story.
keeping a low profile today.
He is. But don't worry, I'm going to get him out of his shell. Here's a Billy Joe Shaver song by request. On a rainy, windy morning, that's the day that I was born. In that old sharecropper, wondering country shack. They say my mammy left me on the same day that she had me. Said she hit the road and they never once looked back. I just thought I'd mention that my grandma's old age pension is the reason why I'm standing here today. I got all my country learning, just milking and a churning, picking cotton, raising hill and baling hay. I've been to Georgia on a fast train, honey. Yeah, I was born no yesterday. And I got a good Christian raising and an A-trade education. Ain't no need y'all are treating me this way. Tennessee, Carolina, I don't think I'll ever find another woman put together like you are. With no wiggle in your walking in your big city talking, and your brave and shiny blue like Tom car. And you to hurry up and wait in this world of give and take. It seems like it makes the waves every time. I declare to my soul when I hear those angels roll, yeah, we're gonna get my share of mine. Yeah, I've been to Georgia on a fast train, honey. Yeah, I was born no yesterday. I got a good Christian raising and an eighth-grade education. Ain't no need y'all to treat me this way. I've been to Georgia on a fast train, honey. I was born no yesterday. Yeah, I got a good Christian raising and an eighth-grade education. Ain't no need y'all to treat me this way. Ain't no need y'all to treat me this way. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you. Lord of goodness. Jason Chance, you see what just took place?
Something miraculous. It's a miraculous Sunday today.
They must not know we have 2 more shows to do today. Last night, this was such a good point. Last night we had finished up a show across the road. And Jason, that was your 3rd show of the day, and it was my 2nd show of the day. Corey, it was your 3rd of the day, right? and Mark Mazza was there, and it was his third of the day. Like, we had all played, and you know, I'd fronted 2 shows, and I barely knew where I was at the point. But I remember coming up, and they're trying to count money, and these people were bothering y'all. They were threatening you with money, but it was like real, like, weird.
It was very weird.
Dangling it. They're
Like, play us another song. This is not even on the stage. This is like in the back.
There's
of the
another
place.
band setting up. We've already broken our stuff
We're
down,
in the back of the building. You know,
trying to count the tip money, you know.
It'd be like if you looked back there and we're trying to count, and there's another band up here, and there's people trying to pay us $100 to play them another song. And Jason, I can't remember exactly how you phrased it, and what you said was perfect,
Well,
man.
I let it go for a while, but Kari, bless her heart, she is so nice. She was humoring them. She stood there for, I bet you, 2 minutes easily, which is like an eternity.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there trying to count money, and I finally just looked up because I was like, Kari is not telling these people, we're done. We've like packed up.
Yeah.
And I just looked up and I said, hey, y'all, this ain't a hobby for us. This is actually how we pay our bills. And they seemed to kind of leave her alone after that.
Yeah, we don't just pull the instruments out because it's fun. We do this to put on a show, create an experience. It's our job to do that. These guys take it very seriously. I just here to wear good blouses and tell bad jokes, but these guys are true professionals.
Well, I mean, and listen, we want to make you guys happy. We
Yeah.
see folks come in. I'm a native Nashvilleian. I love people coming to town. Want to make sure that they have a good time down here. But these guys were at that point where it was like, you know, you're just assholes.
Yeah.
Really, you know?
But you guys have been really good to us today, and I just want to say thank you. Who did this? Who's our honky tonk hero? Right here. Thank you very much. Where are you guys from? Panama City, the 850. Land of regret. No, I used to spend a lot of time down there. But it's good to see you guys. Welcome in from the Panhandle. You're from the Panhandle. Yeah, this is we call them the Panhandle Cowboy right here, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Cook.
Pensacola Kid.
But we had a honky tonk miracle take place, which means we must all have a drink together. If you got a drink, raise it up. If you can't raise your drinks, you're not gonna be able to raise the roof later. On the count of 3, everybody holler, yeehaw, there, swaller. 1, 2, 3, holler, and swallow. Cheers. The reason I bring up the story from last night is because we know when we have a good crowd, and when we have people that are just kind of treat us like, you know, dancing monkey, you know.
Wandering
Dance,
nostrils.
monkey, dance. Yeah, dance, monkey. You know, like, yeah, we kind of know. And you guys have been awesome to us today. I just want to say thank you so much for being good to us. Remember, we do make an almost honest living out of a tip jug. We never beg you for money. We don't really do that at all. But we sometimes do beg for alcohol, but never for money. So thank you very much for supporting live music today to make sure that we have some drinks to get through. This is hard to do sober, Bill. You know. Monkeys do drink rum. Thank you, sir, very much for tipping the band. Where are you from, sir? Well, Bill? No. But Bill, this is Bill Cook. Now, I was talking about Bill earlier. Now, Bill is always he is quite an enigma. Because there's some shows I see you play, Bill, and you don't say a single word on the microphone. You just play the hell out of the bass, and you sing with that darling baby angel voice of yours. But then people never know the truth about you. The truth is, this man is known as the secret weapon of Broadway. He spent 6 years playing with Vern Gosdin. He spent 13 years with the great Randy Travis. Yeah. Vince Gill once sang him Happy Birthday at the
Love
Opry.
that. True story in the dressing room at the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah. He's a legend. I think we should do some Randy Travis country music. Would that be okay with you, Bill? Yeah. Anybody still like Randy Travis out there? There's one we always dedicate to the paleontologist in the house called Digging Up Bones. Hey guys, thank you very much. Last night I dug your picture out from our old dresser drawer. Set it on the table and I talked to it till 4. Read some more love letters right up till the break of dawn. And tonight I'm sitting alone digging a bone. Then I went through the jewelry and I found our wedding rings. Put mine on my finger Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Then I went through the closet and I found some things in there, like a pretty necklace that I bought you to wear. Hey, I recall how good you looked each time you had it on. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Hey, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Yeah, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. I'm digging up bones. Exhuming things that's better left alone. I'm resurrecting memories of a love that's dead and gone. Tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Hey, tonight I'm sitting alone, digging up bones. Country music, Bill Cook on that one, ladies and gentlemen. 13 years with Randy Travis. You're still with Randy's band, though, right? 25 years or so he's been with Randy Travis's band. That's awesome. You don't have to lie to me. Thank you. Thank you. What do you want? Oh, God. Chattanooga. Yes, way down yonder near Chattanooga. Yeah. Howdy. I heard a bunch of Jamie Johnson, George Jones, Keith Whitley. You got it. Yeah. Well, I was like, nope, gotcha. That'd be a hell of a country music song. We got a $20 damn bill. We're going to do Alan Jackson instead of John Michael. Not because I don't like the John Michael song. I haven't been doing my cardio lately, and I might pass out. But we're at Alan Jackson's bar, and we haven't played an Alan Jackson song. We can get in trouble for that. Y'all still like Alan Jackson out there? You better, because you're in his bar. Here it is, by request of Chattahoochee and Chill. Chattahoochee. Chattahoochee. Never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. Thought about living and a little about love. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We let rubber on the Georgia asphalt, got a little crazy, but we never got wrong. Down by the river on a Friday night, every minute cans in the pale moonlight, talking about cars, dreaming about women. I never had a plan, just a living for the minute. You're way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. Never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. Thought about living and a little about love. Thought about living, little about love. Shots. Shots for the band, man. Come on, man. Oh, that's right. Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good time. Appreciate you very much. Ooh, Alan Jackson and Alan Jackson's Bar. Now, that's pretty good stuff. Now, we had a big old $20 bill for our choice. Wonder what that's going to be. Heather, thank you again. Thank you again for tipping the band. We do have some Cody Jinks we're going to do in just a second. But first, we got to make a choice, Jason. We have to make a choice of, actually, you know, this is a big old request. We're going to do this one for Jake. It's a Hippies and Cowboys. And then we got to make a choice between Jamie Johnson, George Jones, and Keith Whitley. Boy, that's a tough choice to make.
Tough choice, yeah.
Howdy. Thank you so much, guys. Hey, when you go up and down the road and get disappointed, we're here at 145. So come back and see you guys. Thank you. See, what they understood is we never charge you money to get in here, but we do charge you to get out. So you might as well tip the band and request a song while you're here. Here's a great song by Cody Jinks called The Hippies and the Cowboys. What is this? It's I don't even know what key this is, Bill.
What key we in?
It's in F from the 6.
All right, here it is by request. Well, I started pretty early on the whiskey this morning, that's alright. And I was up all night, but I passed out before the sun came up. I really wanted to see one of those. Well, I know it's no way for a man to behave with a mortgage due and baby on the way. Somehow I made it to where I'm at. It's been living as a matter of fact. And I get a bad attitude from being tired and running around. Hey, I never asked for anyone to say they like my sound. And I've never been a part of any musical scene. I ain't just talking Nashville, if you know what I mean. And they don't write about me in their magazines. And I don't ask for no reviews on the songs that I sing. I never had a lot of friends, and I'm alright by that. But people keep coming back. They're raising him with the hippies and the cowboys. They side for all of my life, but I like the view. And I ain't gonna lie, yeah, the uppies and the hipsters and the wannabe scenes, that ain't down home to me. I like $2 beers, I like the $3 wheels, and some honky-tonk bar that I know by the smell. Some old drunk on a bar stool on a Merle Haggard tune. That's my kind of room. Raising hell with the hippies and the cowboys. They don't care about no trends, they don't care about songs that sell. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be gone, so tonight everybody just sing along. Raising hell with the hippies and the cowboys. Raising hell with the hippies and the cowboys. They don't care about no trends and they don't care about songs that sell. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be gone, so tonight everybody just sing along. Raising hell with the hippies and the cowboys. Yeah, raising hell with the hippies and the cowboys. Thank you. Yeah, great tune, great request. All right. We have a request. We got to make a choice on what we're going to do. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Choices. Choices.
I can't mess that one up.
Say choices.
Which one?
Choice. Oh my God. We're just talking about Alan.
Choices, yeah.
Y'all, we had a request for either a Jamie Johnson or a George Jones, but I've got a George Jones song I think we should do because it involves Alan Jackson. We were just talking about Alan a few minutes ago, and this is an incredible song that George came out at the very end of his career, just a few years before he died, and it was a very reflective song. And he was actually it was played on country radio, sort of a comeback. And at the CMA Awards that year, they wanted George and his band to come out and play the song. And right before they were about to go on air, the producers came to George and said, "George, we got to cut your segment down to 1 minute. So just play 1 minute of the song as we go to a commercial on this next break." Well, this is George Jones you're talking about. And he famously said, "F that," is what he said. And he and his band packed up and went home. They're like, "I'm not going to play 1 minute of this song." So the cool part that happened a little bit later, Alan Jackson came out with his band, and they were scheduled to play whatever Alan's latest mega single was. He had so many. And they started Alan's song, him and his band, and they got about right through the intro, and he stopped the band. And then they started playing George Jones' Choices, and they played the entire song, all 4 minutes of it, on live TV because Alan Jackson has always stood up for country music, and he didn't like what they did to George, you know.
And that's just that's why Alan's one of the great bastions of country music we have right now, great ambassador that he is. We're going to do a George Jones song called Choices, and it's perfect timing that we got a drink brought to us. Thank you, Mark. We appreciate that very much, sending us a round of drinks. If you got a drink, everybody raise your drinks up high. Even if you ain't high, raise your drinks up there. On the count of three, everybody holler, hell yeah, then swallow. 1, 2, 3, holler. And swallow. Cheers. All right. Well, we had choices. We know which way we've gone with it, Bill. I've had choices since the day that I was born, and there were voices that told me right from wrong. If I had listened, oh, I wouldn't be here today, living and dying with the choices I've made. I was tempted by an early age. I found I liked drinking. Oh, and I never turned it down. I never loved one. Oh, but I turned them all away. And I'm living and dying with the choices I've made. I've had choices since the day that I was born, and there were voices that told me right from wrong. I had listened, oh, I wouldn't be here today, living and dying with the choices I've made. I'm paying for the things that I have done. If I could go back, oh Lord knows I'd run, but I'm still losing this game of life I play, and I'm living and dying with the choices I've made. I've had choices since the day that I was born, and there were voices that told me right from wrong. If I had listened, oh, I wouldn't be here today, living and dying with the choices I've made. Living and dying with the choices I made. Thank you. George Jones, great request. Thank you so much. What a band. I'll tell you, I'm so grateful to be able to play live music for such a good crowd with such a damn good band. You guys really do. Hell, you make me feel a little bit less terrible about myself, Bill Cook. But it might just be the tequila. I don't know. Oh, Corey. Corey she just whispers like these really mean things. Oh, God. Y'all are going to murder me today. Sure. Thank you, brother. Listen to me. Look, I might have walked in here today, Bill. I'm crawling out, son. We had a request for a song that I love to sing. I love it. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. But I refuse to sing this song. No. I refuse to sing this song whenever Bill Cook is on the stage. It's called The Wichita Lineman.
I got to say, Russell Brown here, he's very hard on himself. I think you sing this song quite well.
Well, I really appreciate it, man, but not like. But then there's another level.
But there is a but there.
Yeah.
And I got to tell y'all,
that.
if you've been here this weekend, you're not going to hear a better singer than what you're about to hear. Bill Cook over there sings this song, and I'll tell you, I'm being honest here. I was born in Nashville. I'm actually come from a long line of musicians here. I have never heard anybody sing this song better than Bill Cook.
Me neither.
Except maybe Glenn Campbell, but maybe Glenn Campbell.
Listen,
You're being too nice.
we were playing 2 weeks ago, I think it was 3 weeks ago. Our afternoon gig that we do is down the road, and the Glenn Campbell Museum is literally in the same building. So the other day, Bill Cook sings this song, and the staff from the Glenn Campbell Museum come in and goes, we had to hear who was singing that Glenn Campbell song, because they hear all those Glenn Campbell songs. They've never heard it done live like that. And I'm just going to turn it over to these guys for this song. Bill Cook, listen, and it was from Buffalo, Minnesota, Steve, and he specifically wrote Bill Cook.
Bill Cook.
Yes, because he knows.
He's a smart man.
He is a smart man. So here it is, y'all. Some Glenn Campbell by request, a beautiful song written by Mr. Jimmy Webb called The Wichita Lineman. I quit.
I'm a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I can see you in the wire, I can hear you in the whine, and the Wichita lineman is still on the line. And I need a small vacation, and it don't look like rain. If that snow that stretched down south, they won't ever feel the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. He's still on the line. He's still on the Yeah, some Glenn Campbell.
Bill
for you.
Cook, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Was I right? Were we right? Yes, sir. All right, y'all, we're going to do a picking song, show the band off a little bit. Who still likes Merle Haggard out there? All right, you're in the right place. Can never get enough Hag. This is for all you working folks. a big job, just getting by with 9 kids and a wife. I've been a working man dang near all my life. I go back working as long as my 2 hands are fit to use. I drink my beer in the tavern, cry a little bit of these working men. I'll keep my nose to the grindstone, work hard every day. I might get a little stone on the weekend. After I draw my pay, keep on working. Come Monday morning, I'm right back with the crew. I drink my beer in the evening, sing a little bit of these working men. Well, sometime I think about leaving. I wanna do a little bumming around. I wanna throw my bills out the window, catch a train to another town. Keep on working. I gotta buy my kids a brand new pair of shoes. I drink a little beer in the tavern, cry a little bit of these working men. Here come that working man.
Jason Chance on the guitar.
Oh, Corey on the fiddle. On the big old bass guitar from Pensacola, Florida, Bill Cook. Back on the drums from Miramar, Florida, Mark Mazza. From Roseau, Minnesota, one more time on the fiddle, Miss Corey Nelson.
That's Jason Chance on the guitar from right here in Nashville, Tennessee.
I say, hey, hey, working man like me. I ain't never been on welfare, that's one place I won't be. But keep on working. Gotta buy these kids a brand new pair of shoes. I drink my beer in the tavern, cry a little bit of these working men. I said I might tie one on down here at Alan Jackson's place and sing a little bit of these working men. This song is for you working folks. Oh, the mighty Merle Haggard, y'all. How about a big hand for the boys and girls in the band?
I'm never coming back. I'm turning it over to you, Bill. It's the Bill Cook experience anyway. Y'all make some noise for this band up here. Now listen to me.
Listen to me.
Hey, so we got 35 minutes left. Y'all want to take a break? We do one song now, and then it or do not even. It's up to you guys.
I don't care either way. It's up to Mark. You want to take one or you want to wait?
Passing the buck. Passing the buck.
I might need to pee real quick.
Okay, Bill. Bill said, "Hell with you, hillbilly. I quit."
Why don't you do even tequila? That's the shortest one. We're going to do a drinking song.
Baby, here I am again, kicking dust in the canyon wind, waiting for that sun to go down. Made it up Mulholland Drive, hell bent on getting high, above the lights of town. You and tequila makes me crazy. Run like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. 30 days and 30 nights, been putting up a real good fight. There were times I thought you will. It's so easy to forget, bitter taste at the morning bell. Swore I wouldn't go back there again. You and tequila make me crazy. Run like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough when it comes to you. The only damage I could do, it's always your favorite sin that do you in. You and tequila make me crazy. Run like poison in my blood. One more night could kill me, baby. One is one too many. One more is never enough. Never enough. Never enough.
You and tequila make me crazy.
Thank you. That's Jason Chance and Corey Nelson classing me up on that one. Thank you guys so much. Bill,
Hey,
we're back.
we're back, baby.
Yeah, I like that song.
Say what?
You said that was pretty.
Well, hell, listen, just imagine if it would have been you singing that.
No. Kari and Jason put the
They put the finishing
frosting
touches on my career. All right, guys, we are doing requests. We got a duet we got to do, Kari. Scott is in Michigan, tuned in, but we got to do that. And we also have to do some White House Road. Tyler Childers. Let's do that duet. Thank you very much. Russell Way and Carietta. Instead of Conway and Loretta. That's what he said. Cheers.
Russell Wade?
Here's some Conway and Loretta by request. Scott, thank you so much, brother. Always so good to us.
Who still likes classic country music out there?
Nah.
Yeah, you're in the right place. Conway and Loretta, that's as classic as it gets, I think.
Let me ask you this before we do this, before I forget. Y'all know the song Leave the Pieces?
I know it.
It's a little weird if you don't know.
Well, I'm just saying, there's a guy here, I got one of his good friends wrote that song.
I sing it.
All right. I had to ask him about that song. I think we might be able to do that song. And, yeah. But that's a might. I got to let the people smarter than me, figure it out. All right, here's the Conway and Loretta right here, y'all. It's called The Louisiana Woman, Mississippi Man by Request. And it's about the dangers of abstinence, Kari.
Is that so?
It is.
Well,
There's danger in it.
there's danger. There's danger in anything if you
That's all
really think
dangerous.
about it.
Yeah, and plus, abstinence sucks anyways.
Or it doesn't. I don't know. Hey, Louisiana woman,
Mississippi man,
we get together every time we can. The Mississippi River won't keep us apart, and there's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Yeah, there's too much love in this Louisiana heart.
Well, you see the alligator all waiting nearby. Sooner or later, they know I'm gonna try. When you wave from the bank, don't you know I know it's goodbye fishing line. See you while I go. Well, that Louisiana woman waiting on the other side. Now I'm gonna get me to the other side. Hey, Louisiana woman,
Mississippi man,
we get together every time we can. The Mississippi River can't keep us apart, and there's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Yeah, there's too much love in this Louisiana heart. Well, I thought I'd be in love, but I never had till I was wrapped in the arms of a Mississippi man. When he holds me close, well, it feels almost like another hurricane just ripped the coast. If you can't come to me, I'm gonna go to him. That Mississippi River, Lord, I'm gonna swim. Hey,
Louisiana woman,
Mississippi man,
we get together every time we can. The Mississippi River can't keep us apart, and there's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
yeah, there's too much love in this Louisiana heart.
Well, the Mississippi River, Lord, is 1 mile wide, and I'm gonna get me to the other side.
Oh, Mississippi man, I'm losing my mind. Gotta have your loving just one more time.
I'm gonna jump in the river, and here I go. Too bad, alligator, you swim too slow. Hey, Louisiana woman,
Mississippi man, we get together every time we can.
the Mississippi River can't keep us apart, and there's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Yeah, there's too much love in this Louisiana heart.
Well, there's too much love in this Mississippi
Well,
heart.
there's too much love in this Louisiana heart.
Thank you. Kari Nelson on that one, classing me up. Sounding good, thank you. They left. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. London, be careful. Thank you. I love it. Thank you. I do actually, but the band, I don't think the band would. I love Gillian Welch. Do you know Gillian Welch? Oh man, I love her music.
She did a cover of a Hank Williams song. No. It was a gospel song. It was "I Fly Away."
Yeah.
I've heard that one a few years. That was amazing.
Yeah, well, she had some stuff on the Old Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack, but yeah, not the right way. I just do it like a drunk singing a hymn. But I'm trying to think. Orphan Girl is a damn good Gillian Welch song, and she has so many good ones. But we don't do any of that. Y'all want to try that record song? It would be a pretty cool song to work if we could get through it. What is it, Russell? Leave the Pieces.
Yeah, I mean, we may as well.
I won't do it very well. I'll just go and tell you, but we can do it. Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll do some John Party. First, we're going to try this song. We've never at once tried this song, but the young man was like, do you know this song? I was like, I remember that song. It's a great song. And, but we've never tried it, and he said that he knows the writer of this song. And so I'd love to be able to do it for him. Thanks, Jake. Finally got rid of those guys.
It just comes in cold. So, you give me the first note.
All right, here's a song by the Wreckers. I think Michelle Branch was in that.
She was, yeah. I used to love this song. I used to sing this song with my sister.
It was Michelle Branch, the pop superstar, and that other girl.
I know,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't remember her name
But
either.
I'll tell you a funny thing. I remember before I played live music or played any music, I had another career that I was able to live in Nashville and do it. And one of my clients had invited me to one of the record labels' big party over here, and it was over here at the Renaissance Hotel, and they had this whole area rented out. And they had like all these up and coming artists that were new on the label, and I heard this song right there in front of me one day at that party. I was like, had no idea that was Michelle Branch there, anything like that. And I was and I was able to get really close to a lot of people because I wasn't a musician, right? Still not, but they weren't guarded towards me. If you walk up and you're a songwriter nowadays, they're like, oh God, leave me alone. But I remember I met so many awesome stars, celebrities that night. But I remember hearing them play this song acoustic that night. It was really cool, and it was like they're up before it even dropped. It was really cool.
Yeah.
I think we should do D to keep it from being a train wreck.
Okay.
Send E flat.
Yeah. We've never tried this. We're going to give it a go for you. Billy Austin wrote this song, he says.
Started cold, I guess, with me and you.
Okay. You're not sure that you love me. You're not sure enough to let me go. Baby, it ain't fair, you know, just to keep me hanging round. You say you don't want to hurt me, don't want to see my tears. So why are you still standing here just watching me drown? And it's alright, yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry about this heart of mine. Just take your love and hit the road. There's nothing you can do or say. You're gonna break my heart anyway. So just leave the pieces when you go. Now you can shake out the heartache. Oh, baby, you can make it quick. Really get it over with and just let me move on. And don't concern yourself with this mess you've left for me. I can clean it up, you see, just as long as you're gone. And it's alright, yeah, I'll be fine. Don't worry about this heart of mine. Just
Kari Nelson on that. I've never once heard that song on Broadway.
I love that song.
We've never tried that song. That was a big hit. What was that? 05 or something like
Something
that,
like
maybe.
that.
I'm singing 07, 08, somewhere
Yeah.
in there.
It's crazy, man. Great tune. You know, we were playing that, and I mean, I remember the song very well, but it reminds me of just so much of the country and pop that was coming out at that time, and even stuff before that, the Alanis Morissette and stuff. You know what I mean? Like it has sort of
Around
that
the same time,
vibey.
Jessica Simpson
Yeah.
came out with that country album. And
Yeah, there
tried
was
to
some
tour
stuff
that.
from the late '90s up through that era, mid 2000s. It just was very nostalgic for me just now, Bill. I just took a trip down memory lane.
I didn't know which one it was till she started singing, and I realized.
That's awesome.
I used to love singing that song with my sister. She would sing it, and I'd sing harmony on it. It was fun.
That's awesome. Guys, keep your requests coming. If you got a song you want to hear out there, make sure and let us know. Tip the band, we'll get to it. A $20 bill always goes to the top of the set list, but we don't sit around begging you for money. Now, I know these guys like Keith Whitley, and man, we haven't played a Keith Whitley song all weekend, I don't think. And that's just a damn shame. Well, Jason, you don't have to be mean about it. I said we should do a Keith Whitley song. He just says, I'm over you. Like, dude, I know I'm hard to deal with, but come on.
Did that hurt you? Are you okay?
Bill,
I know you're sensitive.
yeah, I am, Bill. I'm fairly fragile. Fragile. All right. Now we're going to do one. Here's some Keith Whitley music. Yeah, must be Italian. Fragile. Have you ever seen that movie? A Christmas Story?
No.
God.
I've never watched any Christmas movies. I kind of boycott Christmas.
This is not a Christmas movie.
You said it's called A Christmas Story.
That's what makes it. It's a Christmas movie, but it's not. It's a story of someone's life around Christmas time.
She's never seen Smokey and the Bandit either.
No, she's also never seen Pure Country,
I know. That's a crime.
Full Metal Jacket.
Wow. That's the difference in
Kari's so wholesome, that one might scar her.
Yeah, she couldn't watch Full Metal Jacket, but she's got some homework to do. That's fine.
Let's all have a movie night one
We
night.
should.
and
You know
we'll
what,
have
Bill?
Kari.
We'll show up at your palace one night.
Yeah, come on over.
Come on over to the Bill Cook Thunderdome area, and we'll all. She doesn't get that reference either, Bill, because she's never seen Mad Max, so she has no idea what Thunderdome is.
I don't know.
What a wholesome human being we're dealing with over here. I mean, just what a.
Anyway, here's a song from one of the greatest country singers of all time who was definitely not wholesome.
Hey, you know, before we do it, Mark Mazza had a really good point. He's like, because she was practicing while we were watching those stupid-ass movies. Kari was like learning to sing and dance and play and doing finishing school, and we're just sitting there eating McDonald's and watching movies.
I did go to finishing school.
Yeah, but it finished you, I heard.
Yeah.
She didn't finish finishing school. How do you do that, Bill?
You didn't finish?
Like that kind of...
Well, I mean, they kind of asked me what I wanted to do, and there was like another step to it or whatever, and I was like, well, I really just want to play my fiddle. And so, I don't know. It just, I didn't really graduate, let's just say that.
I just want to play
didn't
my fiddle and be
graduate.
left alone.
I learned some things, though, you know.
Oh, obviously,
so
yeah.
They taught you about poise and how to properly apply makeup and how to walk and how to sit and all the things.
Drives me crazy. All right, here we go, y'all. Here's some Keith Whitley. I know you're not, but it is funny, nonetheless. Where there's a cloud don't mean there's rain. Tears in my eyes don't mean there's pain. Don't flatter yourself. Well, there were times if you'd been around, you would have seen me broken down. But now I'm over you. So if I seem a little bit cold, all it means you've lost your hold you had on me. I'm over you. Yeah, you heard I'm drinking more than I should, and I ain't been looking all that good. Someone told you I was taking it rough. Why are they making those stories up? When I'm over you. Yeah, you heard I'm drinking more than I should, and I ain't been looking all that good. Someone told you I was taking it rough. Why are they making those stories up? When I'm over you, I'm over you. I'm over you. Thank you. Keith Whitley, country music, y'all. Thank you very much. We had a request from our friend John, wanted to hear some Heartache on the Dance Floor. Let me tell you something. Listen to me.
I just
You
heard,
wanna-
I heard that he and his wife just had a baby.
Who?
John Party.
Oh. All right. Well, good for them.
Yeah, I thought so.
You used to work with John Party.
I did.
So would you say it's all party
Hang on a
music?
second. I've got to pick up that name that Corey just dropped right there.
Well,
Hey, I didn't say it. You
I
said
dropped the
it.
name for her. Why is it whenever I brag on Bill Cook about who all he's played with, nobody says anything about name dropping? But then when it comes to Corey, it's really because people want to believe that you're too good for all of them, Corey.
That's right.
I don't. I'm not gonna.
Plus, Bill is in a protected class.
That's true. He is an endangered species. He is a, yeah, he is. Yeah. Bill, I give Bill a hard time because, you know, he's so awesome. And here's what it comes down to, Bill. Sometimes I've seen so many of your shows over the years, since, you know, for 10 years or more.
Right.
And I've just seen you just be this great bass player and great singer and very dashing young man. And I had no idea about your exploits. I had no idea that you played with, you know, Vern Gosdin and Randy Travis and all the people you've played with, all the things you've done and all your great stories. Had no idea about it. And once I started finding out, I thought, that's a damn shame, because this man's a show in his own right. You know, he is his own band in a box over there.
He is.
You know.
An encyclopedia of country music.
So I give you a hard time because I want people to know that that's the infamous El Guapo himself, Bill Cook. So that's the difference, Bill. I just want people to know.
I appreciate it.
But do you?
Do you?
We didn't Heartache on the dance floor. All right. I think we've done this song one time. It's called Heartache on the Dance Floor. This is what happens when you don't take care of your cardiovascular health and then you go out clubbing one night.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what it is, but if it makes you feel better.
It's what it sounds like. You got a heart condition, you're out with your friends, maybe doing too much blow, you're dancing too hard 1, 2 in the morning, you're probably dehydrated. You know, it's all the things. And then you have some heartache on the dance floor. Is that not what this song's about?
Well, I think it is.
I don't know what's wrong with me, Bill. I was born this way. Yeah, I was just hanging out some little West Coast town. Found a bar out by the sand. Made my way in. First thing that caught my eye, like nothing I'd never seen. Sunburned Auburn had a California dream. Yeah, she was shaking them hips. Some old Motown song. I couldn't say a thing, so I just sang along. She was a heartache on the dance floor.
Heartache on the dance
Yeah,
floor.
she moving through my mind.
Through my mind.
And I gotta know her name, and I gotta see her again. She got me wondering, hey, I'm just wondering where she at, where she at, where she at tonight. Where she at, where she at, where she at tonight. Oh, so I just hung around this little West Coast town. I drive by every night. I stay till closing time. My little mystery, that girl is killing me. So I just sing the song, just to sing along. She was a heartache on the dance floor.
On the dance floor.
She moving through my mind.
Through my mind.
I gotta know her name, I gotta see her again. She got me wondering, hey, I'm just wondering where she at, where she at, where she at tonight. Where she at, where she at, where she at tonight. Me mesmerized, she's all I'm thinking about, all I think about, all I think about. So I'm right here right now, humming this little song. If I can say a thing, you were a heartache on the dance floor.
Heartache on the dance floor.
Yeah, moving through my mind.
Through my mind.
I gotta know your name, I gotta see you again. And if you're listening, 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 where you at, where you at, where you at tonight? Where you at, where you at, where you at tonight? That's one way to do it. Thank you. I think that's the second time I've tried that song. I don't know. Request do what they do. Guys, we got time for one more song. And Corey, I think you should do it.
Okay.
Whatever song's on your heart. Maybe it was Memphis.
Okay.
All right, this is Corey Nelson. I love this song, and she's going to do this one with you. Just want to let y'all know, guys, we don't come around and hit people up with a tip jug every 20 minutes. We don't like doing that. We don't like you to feel like we're begging you for money. Well, we trust that if you like what we're doing, you'll tip the band. You'll make sure that take care of Erica back there, and y'all will take care of each other. This has been a really good crowd today. This will be our last song. Just want to say thank you guys for being so good to us. Yeah, we got another show to do though.
Come on.
I won't say it on the microphone. I'll talk to you afterward. Yeah. Corey will leave a breadcrumbs.
Probably more like a drip of coffee all the way.
Do any of y'all still like 90s country out there? Yeah, we like 90s country. This is a great 90s country song from Pam Tillis.
Good morning.
29 now since I've been back home, lie awake drifting in the memory, thinking about you on your mama's front porch swing, talking that way, so soft to me. What was I supposed to do? Standing there looking at you, lonely boy far from home. Maybe it was Memphis, maybe it was summer night, maybe it was you, maybe it was me, but it sure felt right. Maybe it was Memphis, maybe it was summer night, maybe it was you, maybe it was me, but it sure felt right. Oh, maybe it was you, maybe it was me, but it sure felt right. You know it sure felt right. Maybe it was Memphis. You know it sure felt right.
Kari Nelson on that one right there, y'all. Thank you so much. That's all the time we have today here at AJ's Good Time Bar. Thank y'all for being so good to us, and thank you for supporting live music. We make an almost honest living out of that tip jug right yonder. So thank you guys. When you throw love in there, we do appreciate you so much. Remember our friend Miss Erica back behind the bar. I know what you're thinking, and you're right. Yes, terrible human being, we know that. But she really is a damn good bartender. Make sure you're taking good care of her. I promise she'll take care of y'all. Welcome to AJ's. Make a little noise out there for us. Thank you guys very much.